Hello, universe. Welcome to my world. We do Angelina Jordan videos on this channel, and today we're doing something we haven't done before. We're exploring the concept of when a singer does the same song in different genres, and to see what that looks like. And a number of singers over the years have done this, and it's a fascinating little window to understand the nature of music and how it's communicated. First, we're going to hear Ariana Grande singing Into You. First, she does her normal, standard pop version via her famous video. And then she does an acoustic version, which is much simpler. But vocally, it's almost identical. Although the music is totally different, the mood feels the same.
Oh, baby, look what you started. The temperature's rising and here's this gonna happen. Been waiting for you to make a move. Before I make a move. So that, oh, baby, look what you started. The temperature's rising and here's this gonna happen. Been waiting for you to make a move. Before I make a move.
But when Chris Cornell sings Billie Jean, this is when it starts to get interesting. He does a stripped-down acoustic version, and then he does a rock version. Again, his vocals are very similar, but with both of them, he communicates a certain type of bleakness in the lyrics because Chris Cornell suffered from depression. So although the music is different, when you hear his performance, it's not surprising that he was a depressive. And then Angelina Jordan also covered the song, but she does a jazzy version and she makes it sound totally upbeat. It's a completely different mood.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie screen. I said don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She said I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie screen. I said don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She says I am the one who would dance on the floor and around.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but do you mean I am the one who will dance on the floor in the round?
And it gets really interesting when we hear Lady Gaga singing Poker Face. First, we hear her standard pop version video with these futuristic costumes. And then she will do an acoustic version, which is totally different, a completely different feel. But if you listen to the lyrics of the song, the lyrics are about sex and gambling, and neither version gives you any hint of what the lyrics are about. It's an amazing contrast in mood between these two performances, but they don't tell you anything about the lyrics.
I wanna hold them like they do in Texas, please. Fold them, let them hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me. I love it. Love game, intuition, play the cards with spades to start. And after he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart.
I wanna hold them like they do in Texas, please. Fold them, let them hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me. Love game, intuition, play the cards with spades to start. And after he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart.
And Angelina Jordan, who crosses genres as if it's nothing at all, she also does the same song in different genres. This year she released Bad Valentine. It's hard for me to categorize what genre Bad Valentine is in. I think I have to invent a new genre for it. I think we have to call it in-your-face rock. It's direct, it's bullshit. She's a person you don't want to know. She's a real man-eater, and she's not taking any crap from anyone. We're hearing 4 versions altogether. The first 3 we're quite familiar with, are pretty much in the same genre. The first performance which was released was In a Cafe, which we first heard in May. And she starts the song strong right out of the gate, and the audience goes, woo! Realizing that they're hearing something special. The second performance was from her recent concert in California, with much fuller musical background with very strong drums. And you can see in both of these performances how good she is live. And the third performance is from her official music video. And her energy is different in the video. To me, it simply means that when she gives a live performance, she feeds off the audience. And that's why she loves performing live so much.
I stood you up on Valentine, gave you no reason why, decided I cut you off without a tear in my eye. I had to hide when I saw you on some table for two. I knew I'd never see the sunshine with you, so I spent my night with them. I thought I told you I would miss you. I warned you right from the start. Roses are red, violets are blue, and you are a fool. 'Cause I'm a bad Valentine. To let the flowers die. Maybe I've gotten so mean to you, 'cause you're always so nice.
And recently she has released a jazz version, which is totally different. If we're calling the first one In Your Face rock, this second one we have to call jazz, but it's a completely different mood. In the first one, there's no regrets. She's a man-eater. She takes no prisoners. In this one, there's sadness, there's regret. She's singing as if she's wailing. It is a completely different feel. Same lyrics, but a completely different mood, which she captures. It's hard to believe. And everyone who I've spoken to prefers this new version to the original, as good as the original is.
I stood you up on Valentine, gave you no reason why, decided I cut you off without a tear in my eye. I had to hide when I saw you on some table for two. I knew I'd never see the sunshine with you, so I spent my night with the moon. I thought I told you I would miss up your heart. I warned you right from the start. Roses are red and violets are blue. You are a fool to try, 'cause I'm a bad Valentine. I'm a bad Valentine. Just had a feeling it was time to let the flowers die. Maybe I've gotten so mean to you, 'cause you're always so nice. You even smile when you were hurt, sugar-coated my words. When you shut up and breathe on fire, show me you're a fighter. Oh, that's how you lost all your worth. I thought I told you I will miss you. I was you right from the start. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are a fool to try, 'cause I'm a bad Valentine. Should have known. If you only hear what you wanna hear, you're never gonna know me. Whoa, should have known. If you only see what you wanna see, I thought I told you I will miss of you. Cause I'm a bad Cause I'm a bad
Now, normally after we hear Angelina's performance, we usually wind down our video. But today we have a special guest arriving, our friend Mr. Michael Asher. And he is a painter, not just any old painter. He paints the lyrics of Angelina's song. And he has done paintings to both versions of Angelina. We have a separate video where Michael discusses the first version of Angelina's Bad Valentine. But today he is presenting us a painting of her second jazzy version. Let's hear what Michael has to say about this. So Michael, Angelina has done two different versions of Bad Valentine, the original one and then the new jazzy one. And you have had the inspiration to put that into visual form and to capture the difference of these two in two different paintings. Talk us through this, because this is really deep and profound.
Referring back to the first version and the painting that I did, the details of the symbolism of that are better expressed in the Wrapped in the Warm Blanket episode. So I'll just go right to the new jazzy version. And the difference is amazing. It's the same lyrics, but it's absolutely totally different mindset, different emotional temperature. And so I also relied on her melancholy in the second one. She's actually very regretful rather than burning the bridges in the first one. The second one, she's sad, regretful, and almost a kind of depression, but more of a reflective type of depression. She's repressing the flowers that she's left to rot in the imagery, and the hand is sort of detached because it's a memory rather than a reality of her doing that. And the only thing that is really showing from the relationship is the table. I said it in the same structure as the first one, just as a reminder that this is the same lyrics, but I presented it, especially the color temperature is totally different and more reflective of her in a depressive state. So now this is called jazz, but it's really blues, and it's definitely Billie Holiday level blues.
And Michael, you came across a raw version of the jazz, and that hit you hard as well, didn't you?
Yes, absolutely. The raw a cappella version is really what inspired me to put this piece together. And it's so impressive. I almost have no words for it. So the best way I could express, of course, would be do it visually.
Okay. Thanks, Michael. Let's hear the raw version now.
I stood you up on that and died. Gave you no reason why. Decided I cut you off without a tear in my eye. I had to hide when I saw you on some table for two. I knew I'd never see the sunshine with you, So I spent my night with the moon. I thought I told you I will miss a pure. I warned you right from the start. Roses are red and violets are blue. You are a fool to try, 'cause I'm a bad Valentine. I'm a bad Valentine. Just had a feeling it was time to let the flowers die. Maybe I've gotten so mean to you, 'cause you're always so nice. You even smile when you were hurt. Sugar-coated my words. When you shut up and breathe on fire and show me you're a fighter. Oh, that's how you lost all your worth. I thought I told you I would miss you. I warned you right from the start. Roses are red, violets are blue. You are a fool to try, 'cause I'm a bad Valentine. Should have known. If you only hear what you wanna hear, you're never gonna know me. Whoa, should have known. If you only see what you wanna see, I thought I told you I won't mess up you. I warned you right from the start. Yeah, roses are red and violets are blue. You are a fool to try, 'cause I'm a bad Valentine. No, 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 'cause I'm a bad Valentine.
So when Angelina comes out with a jazzy performance of Bad Valentine, which everyone thinks is even better than the first, it really makes us do a double take. And it reminds us of what Robert Palmer recently said, that we are just coming to realize that Angelina Jordan's talent is limitless.
And I am so optimistic that the well of her artistic talent is limitless.
We will continue to explore the limitless talent of Angelina in the future. Okay, gang, I'm out of here. I'll catch you later. Bye.